Okay, so here I've just put up a little chart to illustrate what I mean by server-side order handling. And we've got on the left-hand side here, this is what's happening on my computer. We've then got connections to the internet, the fabulous interweb. And then on the other side, all the servers that sit on the other side of the internet. And you can see on my computer, what I've got running is two things. First of all, my TradeStation charting platform. That shows me all my indicators from which my discretionary kind of methodology I take signals from, and I enter those signals into my order processing software, which is through interactive brokers and what's called their trader workstation, TWS. Now, those orders are then sent via the internet to the broker, interactive brokers, and then those orders are then sent into the Globex computer system at the CME exchange. Now, from the CME, what happens is there is data that is flowing, buys and sell orders and so on, that are coming out of Globex. They're being sent to the TradeStation servers. Then those TradeStation servers are sending that data again through the fabulous interweb to my TradeStation's chart. So if you like, there are two flows here. In green, the flow is of data coming from the exchange through my data handling servers being run by TradeStation to my charting platform. And then the orders, which are shown in red, which are flowing from where I enter them on my trader workstation on my computer, again being transmitted through the internet to my broker and then onto the CME Globex computers. So we've got red for orders and green for data. Now, kind of IT terminology, this is called the client side. If we draw a dotted line, on this side of the internet, I'm the client and this is what's happening on my side of the internet. On the other side of the internet, we've got what's called server side. So this is, all the servers that are connected to the internet on this side of the diagram. Now, in days gone by, if I were placing orders and the internet went down, I would have to call up my broker in order to cancel those orders or handle those orders in any particular way. That used to happen on a regular occurrence. Remember, most of the time I'm trading from Sydney in Australia. We have a pretty good backbone within Australia, but the connection with the US is, historically has been, patchy, and so that would happen on a regular basis. And when I was running automated systems through TradeStation, it seemed to happen on an incredibly consistent basis. So that was something that was always a pain in the neck and something that we had to deal with. Now, these days the internet is far, more stable platform. The connections that we have are a lot better, and all of those things are going better for us. However, problems do arise, and this is how I deal with it. Is I place an order through the interactive brokers trader workstation to buy or sell at market. So I'm just simply buying or selling at market. I just hit two shortcut keys on my keyboard: B for buy, S for sell, and that immediately places my order through the broker, interactive brokers, and attached to that order is a stop loss and a target, and it's called what's called an OCO order. One cancels the other order. So it's a little package of orders that goes a buy or a sell with a stop loss and a profit target. Now, my default profit target is 4 points and my default stop loss is 4 points. And that order is immediately transmitted to my broker and then to the exchange. Now, what happens is, if my stop is hit, my 4-point stop is hit, my position is closed out, and the target, the 4-point target, is cancelled. So one order cancels the other. However, on the other side, if my target is hit and I make my 4 points, my stop is automatically cancelled. Now, what happened to me in the middle of this trade where I went long? I lost my internet connection. However, I was in the market and I knew that my buy order had been processed, and I could see that my stop loss order and my target were both sitting there in my workstation here on my computer until the internet went down. But what I knew is those orders had been transferred over to my broker. I'm not sure whether they sit at my broker or the exchange, but I'm confident they're on this side of the dotted line. They're on the server side of the dotted line. And so when my internet connection went down, there was no need for me to call the broker and cancel the orders or panic. I just had to wait and see if that order got either executed at the stop or the target. Fortunately for me, trade went in my favor, made 4 points. I wasn't able to get my internet connection up. It took me about 45 minutes. I was playing around with all kinds of different things to get my internet connection up. For whatever reason, it wasn't available to the morning. But then in the morning, I was able to log on and see what had happened. I could see that my trade had been executed at the target. I'd made my 4 points, and I was able to sleep soundly that this panic of losing my internet connection did not result in me having to call brokers and cancel orders and chase this thing around. So my suggestion to you is just to make sure that your orders are being executed in a similar way to this. If you were to lose, think of the worst case scenario, if you were to lose your internet connection, what happens to my orders? In this manner, using this particular setup with an OCO order where you've got your stop and your target transmitted alongside your order, and this sits on the server side, this is kind of a safe way of having those orders kind of ready to be executed on this side, just in case the internet connection goes down. So there we go. That's kind of catastrophe averted. Luckily for me, trade was great, made 4 points, and I wasn't too worried being able to leave that trade to be managed by the software, if you like. So there we go, something worth checking out. It's called server-side order handling. I hope your trading is going well, and if you're interested in seeing the setup for that long trade I took this morning, I've put the video on the website further down on this page.